There are a few of other outstanding issues, especially as it relates to the father for purposes of paternity and establishing legal parentage. My understanding is the parties did not wish to execute an affidavit of parentage. So I'm open to looking at DNA testing or some other way to establish parentage if they want to willingly do that. And I'm sure there's a couple of other things happening as well, but let's do appearances and then we'll go from there.
Looking for Mr. Brooks, Your Honor.
Yes, we are. Well, actually, we're not. Because Mr. Madrid has not established legal parentage over the child yet.
Okay. We'll step closer so the court can see.
Thank you. Appearances, please.
Carson Howard, lawyer, guardian ad litem.
Nastasia Thomas, excuse me, Nastasia Thomas, counsel for the department.
Emily Salinas with the department.
Abigail Patton, foster care worker.
Will you please spell that?
It's ABIGAIL, Patton, PATTON.
Michael McFarland representing Ms. Allen. Ms. Allen, please introduce yourself.
I'm Tiana Allen. I'm the mother of Cain.
Thank you.
Okay, let's try to refrain from using the child's name since we are on YouTube this morning.
Okay, sorry.
I had Miss Kristen Smith on this case as of the last time we were here. Are you still involved? I see you're logged in.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm just the supervisor on the case. Ms. Penn is the ongoing worker.
All right, thank you.
And then just that way everybody's aware, the parents did complete an affidavit of parentage that was signed, notarized, and filed with the state. We're just waiting to get that, the filed copy back.
Oh, great. Okay.
Just go over for Mr. Brooks then, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr.
Okay.
Or Deputy, if you could invite Mr. Brooks in. We may have to ask him to step out to speak with his new client. We'll address it when he comes in.
Very good, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you for the update on that, Ms. Smith.
You're welcome.
All right, Mr. Howard.
Yes, Your Honor. I was able to meet with the child on October 14th, 2025. He's doing really well in adjusting to his new home and environment. When I was there, he was very busy and just kind of getting it into everything. I observed, a few milestones from him, which were like play drinking from a cup, moving from seated to standing, excuse me, and then just throwing objects. When I got the chance to see him, he had been in the home for about a week, and it was reported that he had gained a pound during that time. And then, from talking to placement yesterday, he's up 5 pounds since being in this place.
Hang on one second, Mr. Howard. Welcome, Mr. Brooks. I just handed over a copy of the petition in this matter in case you didn't have it. And I would ask you to be so kind as to step into the hallway with Mr. Madrid to talk over how he might like to handle the case that's been filed against him. And if we need to look at a different pretrial date, I'm happy to do that after you've chatted.
Right.
In the meantime, Mr. Howard.
He did have a recent pediatrician's appointment yesterday. And really the only concern that they had with the eating is just, nutritionally, just making sure he's, getting what he needs. And, they thought maybe the cause was he wasn't getting enough before, and, he just doesn't know when his next meal would be. The other concern that placement had was, in the middle of the night, he's having these, he just wakes up and starts screaming. So they addressed this with the pediatrician yesterday, and they're gonna do a sleep study to assess what may be causing these issues. They said that could take a while to get scheduled just because it has to be done by U of M, and they have a pretty big backlog. I haven't heard any concerns for how parenting time is going when it does occur in person or on virtually for mother. And there's just a little bit of agitated when he returns from parenting time, but I think at this point that's a typical response and should be expected. For now, I think it's in his best interest to remain in his current placement. All of his needs are met. Just for now, just give him time to allow mom to engage in her case service plan and really focus on some of the issues that are ahead of her. And, she's doing a great job already, into rehab and from all accounts, participating well in that program. And then depending on how things go, I think the same for dad. The child did not express his wishes due to his age. Thank you.
All right, proceeding with the disposition as it relates to Ms. Tiana Allen. Ms. Thomas, any testimony today?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. If Ms. Patton can be sworn in, please.
Ms. Patton, come on up to our witness stand.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Good morning, Ms. Patton. You provide, excuse me, you've provided a court report for today's hearing, inclusive in a separate filing, a signed case service plan by mom. Are there any updates or modifications that need to be made to either of those documents?
Yes, just a slight modification. So Tiana is now doing parenting times twice a week. They're doing Mondays at 3:30, and then they added another day. It's kind of based on the foster parents' availability, but that'll also be 3:30 as well. And then she also will be in residential at Sacred Heart Clearview until around November 19th. She's going to complete the full 30 days.
Thank you for that update. And at this time, the permanency goal for the child is reunification, correct?
Yes.
And what, I'm sorry. What are the barriers to reunification?
Just the substance abuse. Obviously, she's in rehab, so she's already taken a step to that. And that's the main one for now.
Okay. The case service plan has some mental health components to it as well. Do you believe that those are necessary to address the conditions that cause a child to come into care?
Yes.
And has, to the best of your knowledge, has mom, other than the substance abuse treatment, engaged in any voluntary services?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Okay. And how is parenting time going?
It is going well. It's kind of hard just to his age. It's kind of hard to keep his focus for the full time, but other than that, I've heard they've been going really well, and Tiana's been engaging with the child.
Okay. And do you believe that the case service, let me backtrack a little bit. Were you able to work with Ms. Allen to establish a case service plan?
I sent it to her case manager at Sacred Heart, and she reviewed it, and I gave the case manager my number if she had any questions.
Okay. Are you able to meet with Miss Allen while she's at Sacred Heart?
Yes.
Okay. And it looks like she signed all the releases and has been pretty cooperative. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay. And is there anything for today's hearing that you'd like the court to know?
No.
Okay, thank you. With that, Your Honor, I have no further questions of Ms. Patton. I would move to admit the court report with the attachments and the signed case service plan.
No objections.
No objections.
Thank you. They are received and accepted. Questions, Mr. McFarland?
I do. There's quite a lot on the case service plan for my client to accomplish. That's understandable. But where should her focus be right now?
Definitely substance abuse, which she's already accomplishing. And then once she's done that, then we can kind of move along with like the psychological and the mental health and kind of address those. But definitely substance abuse would be the number one thing.
So she is currently doing ahead of the court ordering her into some substance abuse, correct?
Yes.
I thought I heard you that she wasn't. She is, right?
Yes.
Okay. Parenting time. How will that be accomplished and what would that look like?
So right now they're doing video calls twice a week. And it's only through, I heard that she would be released on the 19th. So after that, she would join Michael during his parenting times, Tuesday and Thursday.
Okay. She'll be released to the community here or someplace else, do you know?
Here, I believe.
Okay, okay. That's fine. I'll ask my question. My client, any further questions? Nothing further, Your Honor.
Questions, Mr. Howard?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Would you be able to get a copy of the probation terms and regularly verify with Tiana Allen's probation officer, that she's in compliance with those.
Yep, I can do that.
Great.
I'll be calling you, Miss Allen.
Okay.
Uh, Okay, any questions based on my questions? Or redirect?
Oh, Your Honor, thank you.
Guys, today we're diving into a tense custody case where the judge questions if the man before her is even the child's legal father.
No, Your Honor.
I didn't hear yours.
No, I said,
Thank you. Thank you for your testimony. May you return to your seat. Thank you. Okay, any other witnesses, Ms. Thomas?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Mr. McFarland?
Miss Allen, please. She was raising her hand.
Yes.
Ms. Allen, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. Miss Allen, next time when you're on Zoom, can you maybe just wear attire that's more appropriate for court since we are actually in a court proceeding?
Okay.
Okay. You heard the worker indicate your focus should be on your drug treatment, which you are doing right now, correct?
Correct.
Are you going to be released soon to the community? Is that accurate?
Yes. That my
And where-
out date is the 18th, but I won't be going until the morning of the 19th. And I plan on going to my brother Tyrone's house because he is a drug-free environment and they provide structure for me.
Where's Tyrone live?
He lives 1570 Stratford Drive over in Samarita's apartments by
So
Westland.
Adrian's close enough. That's just what I wanted.
Okay, sorry.
That true? Okay. Is that Adrian?
Yeah, that's Adrian, Michigan.
Will you need help with transportation?
Yeah, I was gonna call Hope's Not Handcuffs to come and get me because they transported me here and they said if I complete, they'll be coming to get me and taking me home.
Well, I mean, in Adrian for your visits, will you need transportation to and from visits?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, so you'll be reaching out to the worker to see what's available as far as vouchers or anything like that, or one-way transportation?
Yeah,
Okay, you understand that this case service plan is your roadmap of what everybody has to do, placement, the worker and yourself, for you to be reunited in this case closed. Do you understand that?
yes, I understand that.
I saw you raising your hands. Were you able to say what you wanted to say? Is there something else or a question or concern?
Well, there's my mental health. I got put back on my medications. I was just gonna state that I got put back on my medication, my depression, anxiety medication.
Okay, so you're also tackling another issue on your case service plan, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. Is there anything else that you need help with that may not be in the plan that wasn't covered? Or are you okay?
No, I'm okay for right now.
Have you said everything you want to say?
Yes.
Okay, I'll see if anybody else has any questions for you.
Ms. Thomas, any questions?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Mr. Howard?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Thank you for your testimony. Anyone else, Mr. McFarland?
I have none.
Mr. Howard?
No.
Well, my comments in closing as it relates to the initial disposition.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would like to commend Ms. Allen for getting a jump start on her case service plan, and I wish her the best of luck as she navigates that. I think that if she can maintain a good working relationship with Ms. Patton, she'll be on her way to successfully reunifying with her child. I think that a 90-day review is appropriate in this matter. And if we need anything else in the meantime, we know how to put it in front of Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. McFarland?
It looks as though Ms. Allen is putting into action some of the things she's learned, living in a sober environment, our plans for her release. She will need some help with transportation. I know the worker has heard that. So 90-day review, I agree.
Mr. Howard?
Yes, Your Honor. I think, this is a really good start to the case and hopefully that it just continues to move in the right direction. I think I saw some notes in the case or the court documents today, the court report that were from her probation officer that, led me to believe that, this is very, positive and, she just needs to get back on the right track and we can really move towards, reunification. So I'm excited for the start of this case so far. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Court finds all interested parties will give a notice for purposes of today's initial disposition hearing. The case services plan does appear to target the areas that Ms. Allen needs to work on, and she is already taking that seriously, which is great to see. I agree. The order of the court will incorporate that case services plan, and it will be reviewed at each hearing. So I would encourage you, Ms. Allen, to stay in contact with the caseworker to review that in between review hearings, so that when we discuss your progress on record, you know what's coming and are able to respond or participate as you may feel inclined as we review your progress over the course of the next 3 to 6 months. In your case, I want you to understand that my expectations in a case like this, especially where substances have such significantly affected a child, I will expect a long-term period of sobriety to demonstrate that you're able to provide that safe and stable environment for yourself and for your child, as well as all of the other areas that we would look at, like employment and housing and consistent treatment for some of the diagnoses that you've already shared with us about today. So I wish you the best of luck in doing that. It will obviously be beneficial for yourself and for your child. And we'll look forward to your progress on those points in the coming months.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The next review is scheduled for Tuesday, February 3rd. Does it matter if it's in the morning or the afternoon?
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's schedule it for 9 AM on Tuesday, February 3rd.
Okay.
And when we're off the air, can we ask my client's new address so she can receive the order?
Yes. So Ms. Allen, if you could stay on with us for a few minutes, please.
Okay.
Let's sit here.
All right. In the meantime, the child will remain in placement that is the safest and least restrictive under the circumstances as Ms. Allen undertakes her rehabilitation efforts and efforts in the other areas under the case services plan. Mr. Brooks, welcome back.
I never left.
Fair enough. But you have had a chance to talk with your client.
I have.
How would you like to proceed?
My client's going to do something similar to what the mother of the child's done, and that is, it's going to plead no contest. The reason we have that available to us, obviously, is that there is the potential for criminal charges for criminal use of methamphetamines. And so that is the route he wishes to take.
Objection.
No position.
None, Your Honor.
No objections, Your Honor.
Very well. We have done, I believe, the Native American Heritage Inquiry, and your client has signed the affidavit of parentage, putting him in a position where the court can accept his plea at this time. Deputy Ames, should you swear in Mr. Michael Madrid, please? Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Michael Madrid.
Is it okay to say where he's at?
Yes.
Raise your right hand, please, sir. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
And Mr. Madrid, typically in a situation where I'm taking a no contest plea, the attorneys will ask me to look at the contents of the petition, which you, I'm assuming, have just looked at with your attorney. And then I would make the determination as to whether or not there's been a violation of the statute and accept your plea. So you're not going to be officially admitting any of that, but I will be accepting those allegations as accurate. Do you understand that?
Yes. Yeah, just speak up, because it's being recorded.
Okay, so would you confirm for me that you do in fact want to enter a no contact, or a no contest plea, understanding those terms?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. If I accept your plea, you are giving up your right to a trial by judge or a trial by jury. The right to have the petitioner prove the allegations in the petition by a preponderance of the evidence. The right to have witnesses against you appear and testify under oath at trial. The right to cross-examine witnesses, and the right to have the court subpoena any witnesses that you believe could give testimony in your favor. Do you understand you're giving up or waiving those rights if you enter a no contest plea?
Yes.
With regard to the consequences of your plea, or in other words, what will happen, the court will do the following. There will be continued investigation by the caseworker to see what the problems are in your family and how and whether they can be solved. The court could dismiss the case if there's no need for the court to be involved. If it appears that there's a problem that may be solved, the court can make the child a temporary ward of the court, placed with mother or father or with relatives or in a foster home, in order programs for you and your child, such as counseling, drug and alcohol treatment, assessments, and parenting classes. If it appears you will not be able to provide a proper home for the child in a reasonably foreseeable future, the court could terminate your parental rights. In regard to the plea itself, the plea can also later be used as evidence in a proceeding to terminate your parental rights. Mr. Madrid, do you understand the consequences of your plea?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about any of the information I've given you so far? Are you currently under the influence of drugs, alcohol, or anything else that could get in the way of you understanding what you're doing this morning? Is anyone making you admit to the petition?
No.
Does anyone threaten you in order to get you to enter a no contest plea?
No.
Does anyone promise you anything in order to get you to enter a no contest plea?
No.
Would you say your decision to enter a no contest plea is one you've made of your own free will?
Yes.
Okay. All right. As it relates to the issues to be outlined in the petition itself for targeting in the case services plan and reunification, do you have a preferred witness for that, Ms. Thomas?
Your Honor, if I may just suggest, at the last hearing, Mr. Madrid was able to testify at the preliminary hearing. I think that his testimony also kind of serves as a factual. I know that we can't, in a no contest, we can't question him directly on the petition or the factual basis. However, I think in addition to the petition, if we could just utilize the petition in his testimony for the factual basis, and then I can outline the areas of need, if that's okay with the court.
Any objections?
I have none.
No, Your Honor.
Very well. Go ahead and do your summary as you wish, Ms. Thomas.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. I believe that the issues that are causing this child to be in care at this time as it relates to Mr. Madrid are obviously we have some concerns about substance abuse and use, some concerns about the housing environment. We understand that we need some support with budgeting and financial resources to ensure he's able to care for himself and his children. Did some parenting classes, and I think getting some mental health started or an evaluation like a psychological would be really beneficial to ensuring nothing else needs to be addressed. I think those are the main issues at this time. And obviously ensuring he's addressing any criminal charges that are pending or any court cases that are pending.
May I make a comment at this point?
Of course.
My client is concerned about the potential for criminal charges. And I've explained to him that this proceeding here in no way is a criminal court, nor would there be any jail sentences imposed upon him for his plea of no contest.
That's accurate. Now, after we institute the case services plan, that can sometimes come with show causes for failure to show adequate efforts on that, but it wouldn't be as a result of anything.
But it's not criminal.
Right. All right. Are the attorneys satisfied with the advice of rights and the factual basis of the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Brooks, if you could just confirm.
That would be correct. My client has had a chance to talk to me to the extent he needed to, and here we sit, ready to enter our plea.
Okay. Are you satisfied as well, Ms. Thomas?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. The court is also satisfied that the plea is knowingly, understandably, and voluntarily made with full understanding of the potential consequences. Look forward to Mr. Madrid's cooperation moving forward. I know he has had no obligation to do so up to this point, but he will need to demonstrate that he's able to provide a safe, drug-free environment for his child or himself, that he's looked at himself and his parenting skill sets and rehabilitated those to the extent that he's able to understand the effects on his child of the choices that have been made in the past, such as allowing individuals with active drug habits to reside in his home and how that may be affecting his child, what it means to adequately supervise a child, how use of substances can affect parenting and affect the child directly and indirectly. So all of those things do constitute reasons that the court characterizes under the statute as not only a substantial risk of harm to the child, but also a violation of the statute for purposes of accepting his plea and taking jurisdiction. That is what the case services plan should target, in addition to the other areas that we typically look at, such as housing, employment. And there's lots of ways to start all of those things, and I'm confident Mr. Madrid is looking forward to doing it. We'll be looking at the case services plan formally in the next 28 days. I have some time available for that. How about the first week of December? I have 1:30 on Monday, December 1st. For the initial disposition as it relates to Mr. Madrid. Are you available then, sir?
Yes. Time,
1:30 PM, Monday, December 5th.
December 1st.
I'm
Monday,
sorry,
December
thank
1st.
you. December 1st. Yes, December 1st at 1:30. All right, the child will remain in placement. That is the safest and most restrictive under the circumstances. Mr. Madrid, you can look forward to meeting with Ms. Patton and maybe Ms. Salinas or whoever else calls you up to talk about what your plan is going to look like. Unless you have any questions, that's all for today.
I have one final question.
Sure.
The initial report that I'm reading said that my client is a putative father, but Mr. McFarland told me walking in here that that base has been covered by my client. Is that right?
Yes. He
Right.
signed an affidavit of parentage. I have a copy of that. It's submitted to the state of Michigan and we're awaiting the official number, but I'm willing to accept that affidavit.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Allen, if you could.
Tiana finally speaks for herself. No lawyers, no filters, just truth. She admits her flaws, her medication, and her plan for sober living with her brother. It's the moment the courtroom sees her not as a case number, but as a mother fighting for her child's future. The judge speaks with authority and empathy, firm but fair. She lays out the path to reunification, sobriety, stability, and steady change. It's a wake-up call and a lifeline in one breath, showing both the struggle and the hope that define family court. The father steps forward, walking a tightrope between accountability and fear. His no-contest plea isn't weakness, it's survival, protecting himself from possible criminal fallout. The judge ends it all with a warning and a chance. Proof, not promises, will decide his future. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.